I wish I knew how to write a sentence, number one. I wish I knew the value of the money that I would spend going to college. But I would say honestly, if I could go back and do anything, I would be a better English student because of the amount of reading and writing that you will do in college. Oh, wow. That's a very loaded question considering I had 3 daughters that played at a high level. I have to say that you absolutely have to be passionate about it. It is not playing a sport, it is a full-time job. When the kids would cry and whine and that's all they did during the 4 years, basically I'd say, suck it up, honey. This is your job, welcome to reality. And they made it through and it paid for everything. And I think the value of that is this: they have jobs because of those 4 years in college. They would have never gotten those jobs had they not understood work ethic, commitment, group work. That all came into play. The flip side of that is that's about all you do. And you have to look at it as a full-time job. It's not like high school in any regard. There's some rewarding moments, but you have to understand that if you have to pay, that's where it really gets difficult because you're paying to play, and sometimes that's hard to balance the actual schoolwork with the requirements required to play a sport in college. Take a deep breath and understand, first of all, why you're going. I would research the institution to see if it matches up with your core values. Number 3, I would say if you don't have a absolute, direct, purposeful method or way or field of study to go to college, that I would go to a community college first and get myself acclimated, understanding what it's like not to be in high school, help out with the paycheck a little bit because most likely you can commute, work, and it's not so expensive. On the other hand, if you're very passionate about a subject to study and you have a direct direction, then many times it works for that student. But if not, take a step back, take a breath, and just really figure it out during that first year because college is not for everybody. They need to get on a whiteboard and they need to write the pros and cons on both sides and really lay it out. They need to visually see where their interests and concerns and lies, truly visual. And the best way to do that is put the pros and cons on a big whiteboard and sit down and talk to your parents or do it with a really good friend. And you might be surprised at what you see on that whiteboard. You might be kind of shocked that maybe you have absolutely no desire for the field that you think you do or the college that you want, or maybe that you don't want to stay home and it's very clear that there's an issue of that you truly do want to leave and go out. But sometimes you have to visually see that before things become clear. So that's probably my biggest recommendation for seniors, is to sit down with the parent or friends and do a pro and con, like on a big teacher whiteboard, and just list it all out so you guys can visually see the message that's being said. Know that high school does not define you. It's a very opportunity for you to grow. It's an opportunity for you to learn. It's a very safe environment. But don't think just because of what happened here in high school will dictate what will happen in college or what you can become and what you can do. As we have talked about in class, you have much room to develop and your brain develops and you yourself develop. And so I would not undermine anything that you would want to do as you progress in life.